The Premier League is back, and with it comes a fresh wave of excitement and anticipation. After a long summer, fans have been counting down the days, waiting for the return of top-flight football. Supporters from all over the country are buzzing, filling the streets and stadiums with energy and hope for the new season. Tottenham Hotspur host Burnley at the iconic Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, setting the stage for a thrilling opening fixture that promises plenty of action. For Spurs, it's a new era under a new manager, bringing fresh tactics and renewed optimism to North London. The team is eager to turn the page and start strong. For Burnley, this marks their first game back in the top flight after a hard-fought promotion. They're determined to show they belong among England's elite. The stakes are high. Both teams want to set the right tone and make a statement on opening day. Every player knows what's at stake. Tottenham fans are eager for improvement after last season's struggles, hoping the new manager can inspire a turnaround and bring back the glory days. Burnley's loyal supporters have travelled in numbers, ready to cheer their team on as they aim to prove they can compete at this level and avoid a quick return to the Championship. The atmosphere in North London will be electric, with both sets of fans creating a cauldron of noise and passion under the stadium lights. Tottenham have home advantage and some of the league's biggest names, but as we know, the Premier League is never predictable. Anything can happen on opening day. Burnley will arrive organised, disciplined, and ready to fight for every ball, determined to make life difficult for their hosts. This fixture is always competitive and promises drama, with both teams known for their fighting spirit and never-say-die attitude. Expect a tactical battle. Spurs will try to dominate possession, using their technical quality to control the tempo and break down Burnley's defence. Burnley, on the other hand, will look to soak up pressure and strike quickly on the counter, hoping to catch Tottenham off guard. The first goal could be decisive, setting the tone for the rest of the match and giving one side a crucial early advantage. Both teams have something to prove, not just to their fans but to themselves and the rest of the league. This is more than just an opener. It's a statement game, a chance to lay down a marker for the season ahead. The Premier League returns with a bang, and all eyes are on Tottenham and Burnley as they battle for those all-important first points. Let's see who seizes the moment. The season starts now, and every second counts in the race for glory. All eyes at Tottenham are on Thomasfrank. It's his first official game as Spurs manager after a successful spell at Brentford. The club hopes he brings stability and a clear identity. Frank is known for building organised, hard-to-beat teams. He uses data, makes bold decisions, and focuses on defensive solidity, something Spurs lacked last year. The pressure is on, expectations are high, and results are demanded immediately. Frank's debut is a huge moment for the club. Anything less than a win against newly promoted Burnley would be disappointing. His style is pragmatic. He does what works to win. Spurs fans want to see passion and a clear plan. This match will offer the first glimpse of Frank's Tottenham. It's a new journey and everyone hopes it's a successful one. The challenge starts now. Can Frank deliver? Last season was a true rollercoaster for Tottenham Hotspur, filled with dramatic highs and crushing lows that left fans and pundits alike stunned. In the Premier League, Spurs endured a campaign to forget, finishing a disappointing 17th, just 13 points clear of the relegation zone, a position unthinkable for a club of their stature. Their league form was hampered by a string of injuries to key players, persistent defensive frailties, and a lack of consistency that saw them drop points in crucial matches. Yet, in stark contrast to their domestic struggles, Tottenham found redemption on the European stage, lifting the Europa League trophy and ending a painful 17-year wait for silverware. The Europa League triumph sparked wild celebrations among supporters, bringing a sense of joy and relief to a fan base desperate for success, even as questions lingered about the team's league performances. This sharp contrast between European glory and domestic disappointment has left fans with mixed emotions, proud of the club's continental achievement, but anxious about what the future holds in the Premier League. Now the responsibility falls on new manager Thomasfrank, who must build on the momentum of European success while urgently addressing the inconsistency that plagued their league campaign. The end of last season was particularly tough. Tottenham lost 6 of their final 7 league games, a run that underscored the need for significant change. Recognizing this, the club moved swiftly to appoint Frank, hoping his fresh ideas and tactical acumen can steer Spurs in a new, positive direction. While the Europa League win remains a bright spot, it's clear that Tottenham must now focus on climbing the Premier League table and restoring their reputation domestically. The season opener against Burnley offers the perfect opportunity to make a statement, to show that last year's struggles are firmly in the past. A strong start is absolutely essential, not just for points, but to rebuild confidence and set the tone for the months ahead. The pressure is on. Players, staff and fans all know that expectations are high and patience is running thin. Now Spurs must come together, prove their doubters wrong, and show the world that they're truly back and ready to compete on all fronts. Burnley are back in the Premier League after finishing second in the Championship. Their return marks a new chapter for the club, filled with hope and anticipation from both players and fans alike. The journey through the Championship was long and challenging, but Burnley showed grit and determination to secure their place among England's elite once again. Promotion is a huge achievement, but now the real test begins. The Premier League is a different beast, demanding more from every player every week. Burnley's celebrations are well-deserved, but the focus quickly shifts to survival and proving they belong at this level. Most experts predict a tough season for Burnley, with many tipping them for relegation. The pundits point to the challenges ahead, and the odds are stacked against them. But Burnley have defied expectations before, and they'll be eager to do it again. The gap in quality and resources is massive. Premier League clubs boast world-class facilities, deep squads and huge budgets, while Burnley must make the most of what they have. Competing against giants is never easy, but it's a challenge they embrace. Burnley's recent Premier League record isn't strong. They struggled in their last top-flight spell. Memories of tough defeats still linger, but the team is determined to learn from past mistakes and write a new story this season. Survival will require resilience, smart signings, and a strong team spirit. The manager has worked hard to bring in fresh faces and build a squad that can compete. Every player knows their role, and unity will be their greatest weapon. Their manager knows home form is key, but points away, especially at Spurs, would be a bonus. Turf Moor must become a fortress, but snatching results on the road could make all the difference in their survival bid. Burnley will arrive organised, determined, and ready to fight for every point. Preparation and belief are crucial, and the squad is focused on making every match count, no matter the opponent. They recently beat Lazio in a friendly, boosting confidence. That win showed what Burnley are capable of when they play with intensity and togetherness, and it's given the squad a much-needed lift ahead of the new campaign. As underdogs, they have nothing to lose and everything to gain. The pressure is off, and that freedom could inspire some memorable performances against the league's biggest teams. The squad is united and hungry to prove doubters wrong. Every player is motivated to show they belong at this level, and the fans are right behind them, ready to roar the team on. This match is a chance to make a statement. A strong performance could set the tone for the season and send a message to the rest of the league. Burnley are here to compete. Can they shock Spurs and announce their Premier League return in style? Team news could shape this match. Spurs are missing key players. Kulusevski, Dragusin, Takai, Maddison and Bissouma are all out. Udogie and Solanke face late fitness tests. Frank must get creative with his lineup. Burnley also have injury woes. Amdouni, Roberts, Ekdal and Bayer are out, weakening their defence. Fleming and Twine are doubtful. Both squads are stretched, so new signings may debut. Spurs fans could see Kudus and Palinha for the first time. Burnley might introduce Kyle Walker and Hartman. Fresh faces could make a big impact. Depth will be tested on opening day. Both managers must adapt. Who will step up? Injuries will influence the lineups. Spurs are likely to play a 4-3-3, Vicario in goal, Spence and Porro as fullbacks, Romero and Van de Ven in central defence. Palinha, Bentancur and Sarr should form the midfield trio. Up front, Kudus, Johnson and Richarlison. This attack is quick and dynamic, but missing key creators. Burnley will probably use a 4-2-3-1, Dubravka in goal, Walker and Hartman as full-backs, O'Shea and Al-Dakhil in the middle. Brownhill and Cullen will shield the defence. Zaroury and Benson will support lone striker Jay Rodriguez. Both teams will focus on organisation and discipline. Spurs will try to control possession. Burnley will look to frustrate and counter. The midfield battle will be crucial. Expect a tactical chess match? Who will find the breakthrough? The odds are clear. Tottenham are heavy favourites. Bookmakers give Spurs short odds to win, reflecting their home advantage and squad quality. Burnley are big underdogs with long odds for an upset. A draw is possible but less likely. For Burnley, a point would be a huge result. For Spurs, anything less than a win feels like failure. The numbers tell a simple story. Spurs are expected to win. But football is unpredictable. Upsets happen. The odds factor in player quality, home advantage, and Burnley's status as newcomers. History favours Spurs, but the game is played on the pitch. Burnley will hope to defy expectations. The pressure is on Tottenham to deliver. Can Burnley spring a surprise? The odds say no, but the match will decide. Experts agree. Tottenham should win, but it won't be easy. Spurs have more talent and home support, but Burnley will defend deep and make life difficult. Expect a scrappy, low-scoring game. Tottenham may dominate possession, but struggle to create clear chances. Patience will be key for Frank's side. Burnley's best hope is to frustrate and counter. Spurs' record against Burnley at home is strong, but missing creative players could make this tricky. A narrow 1-0 or 2-0 win is the common prediction. If Spurs score early, the game could open up. If Burnley hold out, pressure will mount on Tottenham. Frank's first priority, don't lose. Both teams will be cautious. The opener could be tense and tight. Who will handle the pressure best? If you're betting, keep it simple. A straight Spurs win offers little value, so look for smarter options. Tottenham to win to 0 is popular. Spurs win, Burnley don't score. Frank's focus on defence and Burnley's attacking injuries make this likely. Another option, Spurs to win and under 2.5 total goals. This fits the expert prediction of a tight, low-scoring match. Burnley will defend deep and Spurs are missing creative spark. Combining these bets gives better odds than a simple win. Both teams are cautious, so don't expect a goal fest. These bets match how the game is expected to unfold. Always bet responsibly. The real excitement is on the pitch. Let's see how it plays out.